really lucky because I grew up on a farm, and I think I was brought in with a sense of knowing where things come from. And so I'm always looking at something and dissecting how it was made. One of my biggest hobbies is bookbinding, book arts. And of course that is kind of obviously sort of a using paper sort of situation. So whenever I can, or when I'm teaching people about how to bind books, I try to encourage them to use recycled materials whenever possible, and I do it myself for my own books because I think it gives it a really interesting look. I will sometimes use the cover of a magazine and then cut up the pieces of old recycled, things I'm gonna recycle, and then, turn it into a pretty pad. Woo! This was an old Coke container, and it's the same thing. It's just stuff people Xeroxed, and and I just used the other side. One of the things my friends tease me about a lot, but they're not teasing me as much lately because I've started seeing them doing it themselves, is a couple years ago I made a New Year's resolution to, I'm a coffee addict, I'll just say it, and I would go to the coffee shop all the time and get those cups and throw them away, and I didn't even think about it. So for the last few years I've always carried a reusable mug around with me in my purse, and it required me to get a much bigger purse, but that's okay. They always say reduce, reuse, recycle. It's in that order for a reason. Recycling should be the last thing you do. Reducing is first.